All right, everybody, let's talk extinction. Ugh, bleh, dead. Here we go. Extinction, as we all know, is the death of all members of a species. Done. Here's a statistic that will blow your mind. At least 99.9% of all species that have ever existed are already extinct. So, of all the species that have ever existed on the planet, only 0.1% of them still exist. All the rest are extinct. That's kind of crazy. Immediate cause of extinction is almost always environmental change. The environmental changes so drastically and so dramatically that the species can't adapt fast enough and they just die. Okay. They lead to environmental changes that can lead to extinction are habitat destruction. Say a meteor hits the planet, poor dinosaurs. Increased competition among species for resources, things like that. So those are the primary causes of extinction. Okay. If you have a species that is very localized, that only exists in one place or in one very, very specific habitat, that makes them very vulnerable. If something happens, okay, so species inhabiting extremely limited ranges may become extinct if the area is disturbed. So the devil's hole pupfish is found only one place in the world, in a water hole in the Nevada desert. If something happens, if this devil's hole dries up, the pupfish will be gone because they don't live anywhere else. Okay, species that are wide-ranging or are in multiple different areas normally don't have this problem with local environmental catastrophes. Oh, look, it's a little pupfish. He's adorable. Also, overspecialization can increase the risk of extinction. Species that develop adaptations that favor survival in one specific environment, almost coming like so tailored to a specific environment, they can easily become extinct. Okay, so the Karner blue butterfly feeds only on blue lupin plants. And if something happens to the blue lupin plants, they have no food. Okay, this is a problem with things like koala bears and pandas. They only eat, something happens to our koala bears, something happens to the eucalyptus tree. That's seriously all they eat. So it could be devastating to the population. Okay, so and there's our butterfly. So again, something happens to this plant and no more butterflies because they have no food. Okay. Another thing that can lead to extinction is interactions with other species. Okay. Competition and predation are agents of natural selection, but they can also lead to extinction in some cases rather than to adaptation. Okay. Species that can't use the resources more efficiently than their competitors may also become extinct. If you think about this, so 3 million years ago, the Isthmus of Panama rose above the sea level and formed a land bridge between North and South America. Now, this sounds like it's a good thing for travel back and forth or whatever, but what happened was the North American species traveled to South America and outcompeted the South American species. So basically, they kind of displaced them. There was like introduced invasive species, and all the South American species became extinct. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Okay. Habitat change and destruction are also leading causes of extinction. Okay. Contemporary and prehistoric, single greatest cause. And again, right now, the habitat destruction is all being done by humans. Okay. Tropical rainforests could lead to clearing of tropical rainforests could lead to loss of half of all current species. So because the rainforests have the most biodiversity on the planet, There's species that exist in the rainforest that we don't even know of. And so we're making them go extinct before they've even been discovered. And that's not okay. So I think that's it. Those are some causes of extinction. Um, be better global citizens. Preserve our species. Preserve our species. Yay.